Now, in other developing news, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Nomusa Dube-Ncube is expected to deliver her State of the Province address tomorrow. She'll outline the provincial government's key priorities and give an account of its performance over the past year. Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise joins us live from Durban to unpack some of the other expectations we have. It's great to see you. Thanks very much, Nobuhle, for coming on. And when we think about Durban, right, a number of challenges come into play. We think about the beaches, not a lot of tourism happening as a result of the beaches not being up to speed, and of course the water crisis in parts of the city.
Indeed, Michelle, the water crisis being one of, the issues that people on the ground are speaking on, saying that that's what they want the Premier to focus on extensively. I mean, you'd know that we've been covering this as a channel also as well extensively. And just today, there's a water shutdown in the eThekwini, the metro, that's going to start today at 5 p.m. till about tomorrow, at 8 p.m. rather, till about tomorrow at 5 p.m. And these are some of the things that people are saying they are tired of. I mean, these issues have been going on for a while now, and it's not just the metro, but you'd find places like the Ugu district, Uthugela, Umgungundlovu, even the Zulu district, where these issues, the water, access to water is such a huge issue, where some people are saying even the water that comes out of their taps is water that's not of quality. It's brown water that they're unable to drink. We've attended a number of events that have been hosted either by the Department of Water and Sanitation nationally, or even just some municipalities like in the Zululand district, where they go out into the community and they speak to people about, these issues of water, giving them updates on what is happening. But what people are saying is that they're tired of the talk shop. What they want to see now is action, and they really just want to see clean water coming out of their taps. We also have that issue of crime. You'd hear opposition parties saying, Nomusa Dube-Ncube's State of the Province addresses in the past have been, they all give a sense of, achievement, while the province is still in a state of regression. And many of them are saying the crime, for example, is a major issue where we see a lot of lawlessness. You'd remember that last week the Premier herself had a press conference following a press conference by Salga around political killings, where we know that a number of councillors have been killed just in a short space of time, and they are saying that they want those issues addressed. But opposition parties are also saying issues of education and health are important, and that's what she should be focusing on. The education department, I mean, last year we saw those issues with nutrition, school feeding nutrition programs, where some schools weren't receiving, or the schools that are meant to receive that nutrition program were not receiving it because of issues there that were linked to some sort of corruption, where the education department provincially was implicated. You'd remember that the education department gets the largest, they actually got the largest chunk of the 2023-2024 budget at 60.6 billion rand. And out of that, I mean, there was a 1.6 billion rand in irregular expenditure and 7.6 million rand in wasteful expenditure. And they are saying that cannot continue to happen. There are issues of, when you just speak about the education department on its own, I remember visiting a family of a child who's autistic, and the bus service had been cut, and he was unable to go to school, and he wasn't the only one. And the issue there, the parents were saying, is that unlike normal schools, there's only a few special schools in the province. So if the transport system is cut off there, that means the parents now have to ensure that their children get to school in some way or form, and which proves difficult in some instances. The children end up not going to those schools. So, opposition parties are saying the issues of education. When you come to health, we speak of, the unemployment of doctors. We saw them just the other week marching, just speaking about the fact that they are not being employed. They received the second largest chunk of that provincial budget at 50.6 billion rand, yet we are seeing doctors that are unemployed. And I also spoke to a political analyst earlier who was saying, the issue of the economy, there's a lack of confidence from investors, and that stems from, you'd remember those July 2021 riots, the rolling blackouts on their own, and he's saying that, the Premier really needs to in her speech speak to investor confidence, in the province, as we're seeing low growth. And you'd remember that the KwaZulu-Natal province, contributes 16% to the GDP. So he's saying there that her speech should be focusing largely on how she's going to boost the confidence of investors. Today, the king of the Zulu nation, King Mrs. Zulukazulitini, at 10 o'clock this morning, opened officially the legislature, and then tomorrow we will get that state of the province address by Nomusa Dube-Ncube, which is her last state of the nation address for the 6th administration, and that will take place tomorrow. And those are some of the expectations, that people on the ground, that opposition parties and some political analysts are hoping that she'll cover in her speech.
Yeah, will it be the last for this administration or the last? That's the question, I suppose, as we build up to the elections in May. Let's also not forget what the Auditor General had to say for the 2022-23 outcomes for KZN, that there were several service delivery targets that were not met in the province. So yeah, we're watching that with a very keen eye. Nobuhle, Modise, thanks very much indeed for that update.